For the record, I think Amiibos are stupid. But I want all of them. Last year at E3, I got to see these little guys in a glass case. There I stated, I don't know how I feel about that. I think those are stupid. I don't know how I feel about that. I think those are stupid. Little did I know, these would be the cause of much of my unneeded stress for the next year. This is what I've got. My favorite Captain Falcon. Needed to get two of him. And his butt. Sonic, because of course. Lucario. Mega Man. Toad, the only one that's not a Smash Brothers amiibo. And of course, Marth, which somebody actually got for me and probably paid way too much for. I try to only get the characters that I actually play as, or the characters that I just really, really like. For example, I don't play as Mega Man, but I really like Mega Man. Marth, I actually play as Marth, but Falcon's my main. Here's all the ones that Will has. Takes them out of the box. It took me a really long time to actually figure out what they do. In Smash Brothers, all they do is store a CPU character. So I can put my little Captain Falcon amiibo into the game and level it up by fighting against it and stuff. Some amiibos unlock stuff in other games, like the Fire Emblem amiibos unlock those characters in Codename Steam. That's just too bad, because the Fire Emblem amiibos are pretty much impossible to get. Nintendo's been releasing these things in waves, and they have a knack for not announcing when they're going to announce the next wave. So what you have is Nintendo going, yo, new amiibos out May 29th. Then you have all the retailers going, and they scramble to put the pre-orders up. Then the customers go, and they scramble to pre-order these figures. Then within minutes, everything's gone. The stock is completely wiped out before the stock is even made. Pre-ordering is supposed to give the manufacturer an idea of how much demand the product has, so they can make more if necessary. This whole fiasco happened on April Fool's Day. GameStop announced that pre-orders would go up the following day at 3 p.m. online and in-store. April 2nd rolls around and GameStop's like, JK, we're gonna start pre-orders later on in the day. And by the way, priority is gonna go to the people who are in the store. This left no time for order, only chaos, as people flooded all GameStop stores. I have a friend who managed a GameStop alone that day. GameStop isn't alone here. Target announced pre-orders at 10 a.m. and sold out instantly. Best Buy just threw the pre-orders up at around 3 p.m. without any warning, and those sold out instantly. Toys R Us claimed they would start pre-orders between 7 and 9 a.m. And they were like, you know what? F it. We'll just do it now at 3 a.m. And of course, they sold out instantly. I was in Manhattan the other day when Nintendo World announced that they had gold Mario amiibos in stock, and I lost my shit. But I decided, you know what? It wouldn't be responsible of me to leave work, go all the way uptown, just to wait online for one of these figures. Also, it was one per person, and if I waited till I left work, could have gotten a buddy of mine to wait in line with me. But they sold out by the time I left work. And you know what? I actually beat myself up over this. I beat myself up over not leaving for the chance to get one of these amiibos. It's not like these amiibos do anything cool. It's all the collector's market. They look cool, and the rare ones are somewhat of a bragging right. I don't know if Nintendo is intentionally limiting stock to create more demand. If they are, then it sure is working. I truly believe that they have absolutely no idea what they're doing. Some dumbass higher-ups over there must think that the Fire Emblem amiibos won't sell well in America because the games don't sell well in America, but those are the most sought-after amiibos in the series. Same goes for something like the Villager or the Wii Fit Trainer. They must think that those aren't going to sell as well as the Pikachus or the Lynx. You'd think that after the first wave, they would fix their stock issues. What's most puzzling is that these rare amiibos are only hard to get in America. Other countries have plenty of everything. Their stock is not limited. This means that the import market is booming. It's actually pretty easy to get yourself an imported Marth from Japan, and it works the same too. The US is also the only country to have retailer exclusive amiibos, so you can only get certain amiibos at certain stores, like Jigglypuff at Target or Greninja at Toys R Us. See, Toys R Us calls up Nintendo and is like, yo, we really like people freaking out over these amigos or whatever. Why don't you release a couple of them only at the Russ over here? And Nintendo's like, all right, but you gotta give me a whole lot of money. If this sounds like a cartel deal, that's because it is. All of this can be fixed. Treat your amiibo stock like a game. The most obvious thing is Nintendo should manufacture more stock, but that's just not going to happen. So Nintendo should announce when they're going to announce when the next wave of Amiibos is going to come out. So Nintendo should be like, next Tuesday, we're going to let everybody know when the Wave 5 Amiibos are going to be out. So that on Tuesday, all of the retailers know we have to sit by our computers and be ready to put up the pre-orders. All of the individual retailers should have a meeting internally, and they should be like, yo, when do we want to start these pre-orders, and how do we want to go about it? So they start it at a specific date, so everybody has time to line up or bring up the website, and they can add more servers so the website won't crash. There's too much disconnect. Right now, Nintendo's just like, hey, we'll announce the Amiibos whenever the hell we feel like it. And the retailers are like, we don't care. I mean, not a lot of people are going to care about these things. I like to also point out this good website, Amiibo Tracker, without the E, because that's trendy and cool. It tells you what stores have the Amiibos in stock. Of course, they never have the good ones in stock, though, so this only helps a little bit. So what do you guys think about this whole Amiibo situation? Has it been a complete pain in the ass for you? Because this is completely ridiculous. We're grown men here in this room right now, the one of me. And what's your strategy for going about finding all these Amiibos? Leave it in the comments below. Add me on Twitter. We stream every single Wednesday. This week, we'll be in Vegas. So we'll see what happens with that stream. As always, the most important things you can do to help this channel is subscribe and share this video with a friend. Because the more people who know about it, the better. Thank you guys very much. Have a good week. In this video, I'm trying to make an argument that publishers don't need to release their game at this standard price tag. There's this stigma that games need to be $60 in order to be taken seriously.
But there is talk about it. I mean, why the hell not? The guy writes well.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, if you have to, I mean, if he's gonna put Matt Damon in a Robin suit, I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm out. I'm checking. I'm cashing out.
No, I don't think that's.
But I mean, if he's gonna do that, well, why the hell not?